What's up, guys? This is my AOR2 loadout for the beginning of 2014. And before I get any hate comments saying, he's not DEVGRU, hate him! It's not DEVGRU inspired, it's not SEALs inspired, it's not any existing military branch. It's not based off of any of that. It's just, I had the combat set, I got it as a gift, and I built the rest of the loadout off of that, and I think it looks pretty good and it's pretty effective. Alright, so let's just go head to toe and start with what's on my face. So, on my face I have a Save Face Boo face mask in multicam with a contour mount on the side here that's just adhesed on there. I think it gives a pretty good angle. The mask itself doesn't fog up a lot, which I really like, compared to some goggles that I've used. Boogie regulators. On the back of my head, what I have is a schmog that I just have tied around the back of my forehead. Then I run both sides around and tie it under my neck here. So, now let's go to the plate carrier. My plate carrier is an AOR2 6094 made by Flash Force Industries that I got from jkarmy.com. It's a very nice plate carrier. I really like it. It's made by the same company that makes my camo, so it matches the pattern very nicely. The shoulders are cut very well. I really like that. So when you shoulder a weapon, it doesn't really interfere with how you're able to aim and maneuver. The frontmost pouch is an AOR2 pouch made by Dragonite. It holds 6 M4 mags, 2 in each pouch. The pouch behind that is a kangaroo style pouch made by Flash Force Industries. It holds 3 mags. On my side I have 1 pistol magazine pouch for my KJW 1911. And routed through the shoulder straps I have a Condor Outdoor 1-point single bungee sling that I'll probably change out at some point, but for now, I'm not too concerned about it. This is the back of the plate carrier. There's nothing really on it right now. I'll probably get a hydration bladder or something to put on there if I'm running the support gunner loadout. That. Whoops! Spoilers. As far as my belts, it's just a cross draw belt. I took it off of a vest that is very. I got it off of airsplat.com, but it was like $20, so really, I wouldn't recommend this to anybody looking for a nice battle belt. But it does what I needed to do for the most part. I have a few issues with it, but nothing I'll talk about here. On the right side of that, I have a Blackhawk Serpa holster for my KJW 1911. And on the left side, I have a Condor Outdoor black dump pouch. As far as my camo, I have a combat set of AOR2 made by Flash Force Industries that I also got from JK Army. Very nice, breathable, it's lightweight, it's got the stretch material. The sleeves, though, I have a bit of a problem with because I have long arms because I'm tall, I'm like 6'2", and the sleeves are just short enough to where they don't cover just behind my wrists, so that is a problem. If I get shot here, it's going to hurt like a motherfucker. So I'm going to try to find something to put there, but for the time being, it's pretty nice. Built-in knee pads on the pants. I do really like those, especially if you adjust the straps behind. They really stay with your leg, and you don't have to worry about them falling off. Also, the stretch material on the pants does work very well, so that when you do flex your leg, it helps the knee pad stay with you. As far as my gloves, I have Mechanics Impact gloves. I really do like the rubber padding on the knuckles that goes all the way down to the end, almost the end of the fingers. I've used these in CQB, and let me tell you, it is a hell of a difference to be using these as opposed to just some fingerless gloves that have 0 padding on the outside of them. So let's move on to the gun I use for field. Wait a minute. This is not the gun I use for field. Hold on a moment, folks. This is the gun I use for field. It started its life as a KWA CQR, but it's went through significant changes since that point, both externally and internally. The internal changes will be listed down below, but what you need for the basics of the internals: M16 length madbull inner barrel, flat hop, GMP wiring, GMP motor. That's all you need to know. That's why it's so screechy. As far as externals, very standard vertical foregrip, Gemtech suppressor, PEC 2 replica, no function whatsoever. Though I probably will be putting a spare battery in here for longer field games because I think that's a very underlooked use for a PEC 2. replica aim point sight, and a 12-inch DEVGRU rail. As far as future changes for my loadout, the first and foremost thing that I'm probably going to try to change out is this atrocious belt. I hate it with a burning passion. If it's not seated just right, my gun will not draw correctly. Speaking of my gun not drawing correctly, I didn't talk about this before. This is a KJW M1911 that I have not modified anyway. It's the high kappa version. The only thing I've done to it is try to take the orange paint off the tip, and I didn't do the best job of that. You can kind of see down there that there's still quite a bit of orange paint in the middle, so when it's pointing at you, it's very real. It's very obvious that it's not a real gun. Another change in my loadout that may be in the future is a few things to my gun. I'm going to really try to get a MOSFET. I really would like something like a Spectre MOSFET or something along those lines that's internal and allows me to use 11-1 lipos and just absolutely destroy people in trigger response and rate of fire. I'd also like to get a Lonex A2 motor. I know Kirk has one of these, and I used his gun at Devil Ops Airsoft, and my God, it absolutely crushes people. Well, that about wraps it up for my loadout for the beginning of 2014. If you like this video, maybe drop a like. If you like our stuff and the rest of our channel, maybe give us a subscribe. It's not like anybody's pointing a gun at you. Nope, it's not happening. Fucking subscribe right now, son. Better?
Yeah. I'll put that in there too.